In the heart of the vast, sun-kissed plains of northern Nigeria, where the ancient sand dunes meet the horizon, there was a village known as Zuru. It was a place untouched by time, where the echoes of ancient tales were passed down through generations, and the whispers of forgotten legends still carried on the wind. Here, beneath the shade of baobab trees and the laughter of children, lived a man named Jibril, an elder, storyteller, and keeper of forgotten history. Jibril's voice was rich with wisdom, and the stories he told were woven into the fabric of Zuru's very existence. The villagers, young and old alike, would gather around him each evening as the golden sun dipped below the dunes, casting long shadows across the earth. With each word, Jibril transported them to another time, a time when the gods still walked among men and the earth trembled with the power of ancient spirits. But there was one story, an untold tale, that Jibril would never share. It was a story of betrayal, power, and love, a story of the forgotten hero, Umaru. Long ago, Umaru was a young prince of Zuru, born to the powerful king, Zion. His father ruled with wisdom and strength, and the village flourished under his reign. But what the people didn't know was that King Zion had made a pact with the spirits of the land, a pact that ensured his kingdom's prosperity but at a heavy price. To maintain the balance of life and death, the kingdom was bound to the spirit's will, and every 7 years, a life would be taken in exchange for another. The king had accepted this trade, but he never spoke of it to his people. As the years passed, Umaru grew into a fine young man, brave, compassionate, and admired by all. His heart belonged to a woman named Amina, a village healer who could speak to the wind and understand the language of the birds. Their love was like the river that flowed endlessly through the village, pure and unyielding. But the spirits were watching, and their time was drawing near. One fateful night, as the full moon rose high in the sky, Umaru overheard his father speaking with the spirits. The exchange was clear: Umaru's life was to be the price. He was to be sacrificed to keep the kingdom safe, to maintain the delicate balance between the living and the dead. His father's voice trembled as he spoke the words, and for the first time, the young prince realized the true cost of their kingdom's prosperity. Heartbroken and betrayed, Umaru fled into the night, determined to defy his father's wishes. He sought the wisdom of the ancient oracle, an old woman who lived at the edge of the desert, where the winds carried the voices of the ancestors. The oracle, with her eyes as deep as the earth itself, told Umaru of an ancient ritual that could break the pact, the only way to free the kingdom without bloodshed. But the ritual came with a heavy price. The sacrifice would not be of life, but of memory. The people would forget their past, their traditions, and the stories of their ancestors. The history of Zuru would be erased forever, and only the echo of the kingdom's glory would remain. Torn between his love for Amina and his duty to his people, Umaru made a choice. He performed the ritual, and the kingdom was saved, but at the cost of everything they had once known. The people of Zuru woke the next morning with no memory of the pact, the sacrifice, or the young prince who had given up his life to save them. And so, the legend of Umaru was lost to time. The villagers lived their lives in peace, unaware of the price their ancestors had paid. Jibril, the elder, was the last to remember. But even he could not bring himself to tell the tale, for to speak of it would mean to awaken the past, and perhaps, to bring the spirits back. Now, as the wind whispers through the baobab trees of Zuru, the echoes of that lost legend linger, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover the truth and remember what was forgotten.